Hello there. For many it has been a drier week and that's been good news, and for some we've had a little bit of spring-like sunshine, and there will be a repeat for some areas through the weekend. Not all, but it should be largely dry. It'll just be rather breezy, and that breeze is having the effect of lifting the fog. Now you can see the tightly packed isobars towards the north. That's where we'll have the windiest weather. It's been very windy across Scotland during the day on Friday. It continues that way through today, and also those weather systems are bringing more rain into the west of Scotland, so it's not plain sailing for all. Some really strong and gusty winds buffeting travellers across the eastern side of Scotland, gusts of 50 to 60 miles an hour, but windy throughout here. So not particularly cold because of that wind, but also that will lift a lot of the low-level fog we've had in recent mornings. It'll still be quite grey and murky, some hill fog across the Salisbury Plain, some sea fog in southern and western areas. But at the same time, that wind will break more holes in the cloud than we had during the day on Friday, more notably across southwestern areas. And there will be some brightness east of the Grampians and east of the Pennines, but overall we could have a bit more cloud here. But it does look good for the final weekend of the Rugby Union Six Nations. For example, at Cardiff, as they take on Scotland, Wales take on Scotland, we should have some fine weather. Of course, you can catch the coverage across BBC. So a bit more detail then as we go through the afternoon. Bit more sunshine around through the Bristol Channel area, the West Country, southwest England. Higher cloud coming and going, but where we see the sunshine, 17, possibly 18 on the cards. Perhaps some higher cloud east of the Pennines, eastern parts of Scotland. Still that rain with us in western Scotland. Northern Ireland faring better for sunshine, I think, during the day on Saturday. And the temperatures respond, getting into the low teens across the northern half of the country and the high teens further south. But obviously tempered by the strength of that strong and gusty wind, whose strength will be felt further southwards, I think, during the afternoon and evening. Some gusty winds across the Pennines as well, lasting into Sunday. And also pushing the cloudier weather further south. So by Sunday, the sunshine a bit more limited to southern and eastern areas. Still a fairly decent, dry and warm day in the south. Still not too bad in the north, but obviously more cloud around and those gusty winds as well. We could touch 20 in the southeast, just about. What about next week? Well, it starts to look a little cloudier, the prospect, the forecast, as you can see, come Monday. By Tuesday, a little bit more unsettled as weather fronts start to come in. So it could be that by the middle of the week, we're looking at a change in our weather with wind and rain on the way. But at the moment, some fine and dry weather, that high pressure's with us. The weather fronts, though, rushing in off the Atlantic, bringing that change potentially midweek.